Salvation is my only function here. You've been living in a burning house, not one with cozy flickers behind the wall. This is a full-blown collapse. Flames licking the roof, smoke swallowing the sky, rooms crumbling into themselves, everything shouting at once, this is not your home. And still, you stayed. You hung art on scorched walls. You bought throw pillows for broken chairs. You held therapy sessions in a room with no roof. You tried to make it beautiful. You called it transformation, you called it progress, you called it life, but the house kept burning, so you tried other things. Rearrange the furniture. Start a business. Start over. Go to church. Stop going to church. Get in shape. Find your person. Take a break. Buy land. Manifesting. Buy silence. Buy peace. And underneath it all, one belief. My job is to make this fire feel like home. That's what you thought your function was. To decorate dysfunction, to accessorize illusion, to endure as artfully as possible. But then, maybe today, maybe lifetimes from now, you hear something, not from outside, from the stillest part of you. It says, your function is not to decorate the house. Your function is not to rearrange the grief. Your function is to leave the illusion. Now here's where it gets real. In the world, if you ran toward a burning house, a fireman would stop you. Why? Because smoke inhalation is like holding on to grievances. You forget who you are. You breathe in offense, bitterness, judgment, and call it air. You live as if your pain is your identity. Heat exposure is like emotional overload. You get used to intensity. You think chaos is clarity. You think adrenaline is guidance. And your system, numbed out by overstimulation, calls it passion. Structural collapse is the crash of your false identities. The persona you built, the story you told, the image you maintained, it all starts falling when truth gets too close. And here's the twist. You were never meant to manage this house, because the house was never real. You were hallucinating structure, projecting stability onto fear, calling bricks and beams what was really shame and stories. Let's break it down. The walls were shame. The floorboards were comparison. The windows were your fear of being truly seen. The roof was your false sense of control. And the foundation? That was separation itself, the root illusion that you could ever be apart from God. You weren't living. You were managing a mirage, performing sanity in a place built entirely on fear. Let's sit right there. Performing sanity, pretending to be okay, dimming your light just enough to look normal, measuring your worth by how well you fake peace in a panic room. That's not life, that's survival choreography, that's spiritual cosplay, that's hell with good lighting, and now, you're done. You don't just want to breathe easier. You want to remember that you are breath. You are one with what breathes all things. One with what is real. One with what cannot burn. You are one with love. One with the source of all love. One with the one. And yes, that one stays capitalized. Because when there is only one, there is no other. No other to impress. No other to outperform. No audience, no judge, no finish line. The whole idea of proving anything collapses. To prove to what? To whom? For what? Proving is a symptom of forgetting. It's performance on a stage that's already burned down. And if someone demanded proof of love, what would they recognize it by? By the proof or by the knowing? And what is knowing? Not information, not belief, not opinion. Knowing is the experience of truth beyond all form. It doesn't need validation. It is the validation. So when you say, salvation is my only function here, you are not applying for sainthood. You are not pledging to struggle harder. You're saying, I'm done. I'm done with the illusion. I'm done arranging furniture in a furnace. I'm done believing I'm separate from what is. I'm done pretending I'm not already whole. Salvation is clarity. It's not spiritual. It's not religious. It's real. It's the moment you say, I don't want to survive in a lie. I want to live in what's real. And what's real? What's real doesn't burn. What's real can't collapse because it was never built. What's real doesn't need defending because there's nothing attacking it. What's real doesn't need proof because there's nothing outside it to prove it to. And even if you could prove it, how would they know? They'd know because they'd feel it, because they'd remember it, because knowing isn't taught, it's returned to. So you step to the doorway. half lit by illusion, half called by eternity, and something in you knows you thought this was home, but it never was. Now say it again. Salvation is my only function here. God is still love, and this is not his will.